Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about my new theory of my investment. So overall, it's like my point of this video is my AI investment lens has changed. So right now, I have used Cloud Codex every day to like do some programming, coding, or doing some research or analyze some stock. So from my experience, I feel like the AI right now is not just an apps, it's not just a chat bot. Right now, it's like your digital worker. It really help you to do some stuff. It actually help you to finish some tasks. So if the AI agent are not just apps, what are they? I think they are like a new thing. They are a new workload. So in my next 3 to 5 years, I'm going to focus on the AI agent and what investment we can do. I think that's the biggest shift. So again, in my opinion, AI is not just only a software story. It's becoming an industrial story. So every day, and I predict that more and more people will use AI agent, and more enterprise will apply agents to help to solve their problem. So let's assume that more and more people are using the AI agent. What will happen? Yeah, the token will be consumed more and more, and behind the token, what are they? The memory, the power, the cooling, the CPU, and stuff like that. So those parts can be our investment focus. So let's talk this. Firstly is the chatbot, and what I mentioned is the digital worker. And I think AI agent now we cannot just consider it as a chatbot. Actually, it can be a digital worker. Let's take myself for example. Like 2 or 3 years ago, when ChatGPT come out, I just used them as a chatbot, right? You put out a question, and then they will give you an answer, right? Just stop like that. But overall, it's like a conversation part, right? They cannot like just give you an exact or give you an satisfied results. But right now, agent come out. What is agent? Is like Cloud Code or the Codex. If you are a software engineer or if you are a designer, you know how powerful they are. Right? You can just communicate with them, right? And then you and the AI agent can co-design a lot of things, like the document, and then after the AI agent fully 100% understand your task, and then they can separate those tasks in different steps. Like the first step is like it will open your browser to do some research, and after that it will divide some coding stuff, and after that it will take action to stop coding, and finally it will deliver a finished work. It will deliver a finished result for you. And so right now, as a human being, what we are going to do is we will evaluate the result. Okay, if you are satisfied with that result, cool, that's fine. And then you can just go and your website or your app can go public, right? Or if not, you can just continue to talk with your agent, and it will help you to finish the task, to make you 100% satisfied with your result. And that's how we work right now today. We had to work with the AI agent. That's why I call it the AI agent is our digital worker. So AI agent right now, they don't just give you an answer. It try to complete the task. So take yourself for example. When your boss gives you a task, how are you going to do? Firstly, you have to read some document, right? And then you have to search some files. You have to, and after that, you have to coding. You have to check your result. And within that, you have to maybe open a lot of browser to check your edit the spreadsheet and stuff like that. So all of them, AI agent right now can help you to do that. So in my opinion, if a task lives mostly inside in the digital world, I think AI will eventually touch it. And behind that is the token will be consumed more and more, right? So like within this year, we have seen that a lot of programmers, a lot of software engineers get complained that they got laid off because of the AI. Why? Because a lot of like junior engineer, what they are going to do is just like some easy coding, not much system design, or some junior designer. They can be replaced by the AI. Why? Because of the AI agent. Because the agent can deliver a result, can complete a task, not just give you an answer, not just a chatbot, right? So my theory is like AI agent will eventually become your digital worker, and you have to understand what you should invest. So right now, if the AI right now is turning any knowledge work, right? Those work can be done in the digital world. They're turning this kind of work into a continuous stream of token. So what does it mean? It means that if the AI agent is becoming more and more powerful, the more token it will consume, right? What does it mean? Like when the agent, when they search some stuff, they have to consume the token, right? Or when they're coding something, they have to consume the tokens, right? So eventually the question is like, if the token consumption become a new output of the digital economy, so what limit the token factory, right? That's the key point of this video today. So that is my math. I would call it in the future. The economy will be called a token economy, and the token factory is here. Again, AI agent. Firstly, is the AI agent can complete tasks, right? So you can consider it as our digital worker. They can search file, they can use tool, they can control the full workflow. Because of that, the token will be continuously searched, right? So what infrastructure to support the token output continuously is this part. The first one is memory. We have talked memory a lot in our channel, right? That's the reason why you see the SanDisk. That's the reason why you see so many Korean companies, they search so much in the stock market, right? Secondly, is the compute. What is compute? Is inference, because when you use GPT, when you use AI agent, they output something, right? So what is behind the output is because of the GPU, because of NVIDIA's GPU. They compute a lot, and then they output something, right? That's the compute. And after that is CPU. Yeah, CPU is becoming more and more important because AI agent, they can do a lot of stuff, right? So how to dispatch this task, how to split dispatch, how to make this agent to do the separate job. That is the function of CPU. And after that is how the data move within the GPUs, right? And then there is power and packaging. Power, no GPU. How your GPU works, right? Packaging. So what is packaging? Packaging is help to make sure that the GPU can be packaged in a good position. Because right now, chip is not just a chip; it's a whole system. Okay. So firstly, I will still talk a little bit about the memory. Memory right now is like the working desk for our AI agent, for our digital worker. What does it mean? So firstly, please check this picture. So let's assume that you are using Cloud Code or Codex, whatever. When you are using them to do a project, right? they have the AI. They have to understand your project structure, right? They have to understand. Okay, well, what your project is, what is the current situation of your project, right? So, the memory play a very important part within it, because if you don't have enough memory, they cannot have a large context to fully understand your project, right? So if you got a very large enough memory for the AI agent, they can fully understand your whole context, and after that, they can let the GPU to inference more. So it will keep the GPU very busy, and then it will consume a lot of token, and after that, you can get your job done. So context is right now is the most important thing in the AI era. That's what we call the memory war, right? So agent context, those memories, those materials on the worker's desk, like the user's instruction, those document, the project file, and stuff like that. You have to make sure that your agent can have this kind of information enough to help them to do the after work, right? So it's like a desk. If you have a bigger desk, so you can they can have a more context, and after that you can get a better and satisfying result. So there are three kinds of memory. Is HBM. That is the fast memory beside the GPUs, and then you have the server memory and the storage that they are using for storage the long context, like the previous step or the user's instruction and stuff like that. Overall, the more an agent behave like a digital worker, the more memory become its stacks, drawer, and archive, right? That's how we work as a human being also. Yeah. And after that is the compute, as I said before, the NVIDIA's GPU, TPU, and this kind of stuff. They generate the token, they generate the result. So that's the compute, and also they are the kind of the most expensive part of the whole factory. So after that, we are going to talk about the CPU. As I said before, even you can use your GPU to generate a lot of token, but the point is how to dispatch the task for those agents, right? Like you get a whole workflow. It's like firstly you have to read a file, and then maybe you have to call some API, maybe you have to look up your database, maybe you have to call your browser, do some search and stuff like that. So CPU play the role here. It dispatch this to do in the right time and the right position. But from what I know now, there is still no big winner, because there are different kind of architecture in the CPU sector. They are like the x86, like the ARM, and some custom CPU architecture. But we had to pay some attention to the CPU sector. And then that is the data movement. As I said in my previous video, in the AI data center, there's not only just one GPU, right? There are a lot of GPU in the AI data center, and they are the most expensive one in the AI data center. So what I mean is that you would like to make sure that the GPU is 100% used. You don't want to have an idle GPU, right? So the point here is you have to move your data fast enough to fit those GPU. Yeah, here's the picture. In the AI data center, there are lots of GPU, right? You have to fit the data. You have to make sure that the data flow is fast enough to fit this GPU. And then this GPU can start to calculating, and after that, it will output the token. So the whole point here is to make sure your GPUs fit. So there are two kinds of situation. to make sure the data can move from one GPU to another GPU. So regarding to the short distance, like within the DAC, you can use copper, but like some 3 km or the 5 km situation, this kind of long distance situation, you have to consider using the optical connection. You have to use some photonics to solve this kind of question, right? That's the reason why you see the search of some optical stuff like the Lumentum, right? And after that is the power and the cooling. It's very easy to understand that if you don't have power, how your data center operate, right? If you don't have the cooling, how do you make sure that your GPU is great enough to output some token? So, in a word to summarize, no power, no cooling, no tokens. And after that is the packaging. So why packaging is becoming more and more important? Because in the previous 10 years or 15 years, a lot of people still considered a chip just a one chip. I'm sorry, that is not true. Because right now a chip is like a system. AI chips are becoming system, not single chips. It's like an ecosystem. Like the HBM, like the memory company, they have to co-design with NVIDIA, right? The optical interconnect, like those companies like Lumentum, they have to discuss with NVIDIA, right? And substrate and stuff like that. So overall, it's like in order to have a better or higher performance of AI chips, there's a ecosystem for them. That's a system. So what makes the system perfect is packaging. So we have to pay more attention to packaging too. So I talked a lot of my thought about the AI, but I don't want every AI label. Not the AI hype. What I want is from my previous video I have talked before. I would like to find those companies. They really meet AI demand, and they are like playing an important role in their sector, and they are making an ecosystem. And overall, the most important thing is they have to make money, right? No revenue, no gross margin. How do you consider it as a great company? For example, Apple, they make a lot of money in the last 10 years. So they are the greatest company, and those people who invest in this stuff can gain a lot of money, right? For NVIDIA, because of the AI boom, they make a lot of money. Their gross margin is insane. That's the reason why they become the largest market value company right now, right? And that is my discipline. Also, I will pay some attention to the defense part because I really into the defense sector. But now I will focus more some company which can use AI, can use this kind of intelligence to solve the defense problem. So what can be the biggest risk of my structure of my theory, or what proved me wrong is I think the first one is, can they really help the enterprise to make money? That is the most important thing. If the AI fail to create economic value, nothing is important, right? So that is the most important part. But I'm still very optimistic about the AI part because there is a theory called Jevons theory. So overall, it's like if in the future, if the usage of AI is becoming cheaper, right? If it becomes more cheaper, more and more enterprise will like to apply AI, and because of that, more token will be consumed, right? Because more enterprise will use AI to to combine their business together to make sure that they can make more money, and if it consume more and more tokens, our factory, our token factory, will become more and more busy. So no matter memory, power, CPU, all of them, all of the sector, all of this company, they can make money. And that's it. That's my theory. So that's it. That's today's video. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. Please drop some comment. What do you think, right? And which bottleneck is the market still most underestimating? Memory, CPU, data movement, or any stuff? You can drop some comment. And thank you. See you in next.